Hello everybody, this is Abhijit Adhikari, Technical Head Mac. In this Fusion tutorial, I am creating one example of particle effects. In this example, I will show you how we can create better titling in Fusion. Using this tutorial, you can create titling effects for suspense movie, serial, etc. You can also use the technique to create titling effects for your show reel or demo reel. I think you all like it, so have a look. First of all, I'm using one BG plate. First I have to create project setting. I have to set the frame format, preferences, frame format. Say you can use, you may select DVPAL, you may select NTSC, you may select HDTV, you may select 4K film, etc. In this example I am using DVPAL as I have planned to use this text effect for broadcasting in India. That's why I'm selecting this option. This is the width and height for this frame format, and the frame rate will be 25 frame per second, and the pixel aspect ratio will be something like this, as we have a plan to broadcast this creation. So this is a good composition of frame format. Click on save button. Now I have one BG plate. On this BG plate I have to create text effect. Just resize this BG footage, transform and use resize. Now this footage resized according to your requirement. This is around the footage, and this group is so around 3664 by 2748. So it will be better for your composition. You can adjust the footage and you can resize it. Now just you have to plan your text effect. I plan to create text effect using particle. So just I'm creating one text tool. In this text tool, input the title text. Now this is my text, and I can adjust size also. 9, so 9, I think. 1, 3 is good. I think 3 is a little bit. 1, 5 is good, right? Now to use this text in a particle effects, add tool, particle, create p image emitter, and you have to create particle p renderer also. Create one p renderer, as without p renderer we cannot work with particle emitter. So one p image emitter is important, and one p render is also important for this example. Now if we input this text in this input section of p image emitter, then the p image emitter will emit this text as particle. Now select this p image emitter, check the p image emitter is not working. When we connect this p image emitter with the p renderer, then only it will work. By default the particle effects in Fusion work in 3D mode, so this particle is coming in 3D viewport. You can operate the 3D viewport using 3D controls of Fusion. As you know, all you have idea how you can control the 3D viewport. You can rotate the viewport. Using alt and middle click. We can zoom in and zoom out using control and scroll also. We can also pan canvas using middle mouse button, etc. So in this 3D viewport the text is appearing as particle. Now if we play the file, there is no effects right now because particle is right now static. The particle by default cannot move. We need to use external forces or internal velocity, then only the particle will move. In this example, I am using directional force to create um, external force for this particle. Add to insert tool, particle, directional force. By default, directional force the particle to go towards minus y-axis. This is y-axis and towards minus. That's why if we to play the file, the particle will go towards minus y. Now if we like to blow the particle towards plus y, that means to that direction, then we have to use we have to adjust the value in directional force. You can change the strength to minus. You can also change the direction to plus 90. If we set the direction to plus 90, then the particle will move towards plus y. Check it. Okay, this is the situation. If we play the file, now the particle is moving towards plus y axis. Okay, now I have a plan. Okay, I like to blow the particle randomly. The whole word is actually blowing together, but I don't like this type of effect. I like to blow it up in random process. In that case, in directional force, you have to select the region of effect. Region of effect, you can select region mode. When not inside region, if we select when not inside region, that means we can select region portion. How the region, what will be the region? In that case, if we select bitmap, the new input option will appear, will be available with directional force. In that case, we can use black and white value to affect the particle. So we can create a fast noise. In fast noise, we know we have a good black and white value. We can use it as alpha, we can use it as luminance also for directional force. In this channel option, there is alpha option, there is red, green, blue, luminance, etc. So fast noise have both the option. In fast noise we have luminance value, also we have alpha value. You can use any one of them, no issue. In fast noise, just increase the detail, just decrease the brightness little bit, just increase the contrast to make them separate properly. Now increase the scale value. We can increase scale value a little bit more than the normal. So now the fast noise is ready. Now if we connect the fast noise with the directional force, now the particle will blow randomly. The Mac will not blow at once. Check, this is the effect. The whole thing is not going together, it's blowing up randomly, right? This is a good option for you. You can use that. Now if we think that okay, this part of the particle, this part of the text will not be stay over here, then we have to plan something different in fast noise. In fast noise we can adjust, see the rate and see the value to randomize the changes of fast noise. And now the fast noise will randomly change. Just play it, check, the fast noise is randomly changing. So it will help you to change the alpha and luminance both, and that will affect the directional force also. In that case, it will help you to blow up the particle text or randomly, but it will blow up the whole thing after some time. Just go back to this section, play it again. If you switch off the high quality, then it will quickly render the particle effects a little bit quicker. Check, this is happening. Okay, okay, gradually the whole particle of text will automatically blow up. Now if you think that okay, Okay, this got it. Now just change the see the rate. You can use little bit more see the rate to affect the force, directional force. Okay, now particles is blowing up towards plus y-axis. If we like to create little bit randomized force, and you like to scatter the whole particles like smoke or dust, something like this, then with directional force you have to use particle effects turbulence, right? Turbulence will help you to blow the particle in random manner in all the direction like x, y and z. Check it. But to use directional force we need to increase the strength of x, y and z. Okay, now if we play the file, see this is happening. The text is changing randomly and due to directional force that is blowing towards plus y axis, and directional force is changing the shape of the particle. Now I have a plan. Okay, for first 50 frames the directional force will not affect with a particular particle, text particle. Now if you like to create that effect, you can set a region for that turbulence. You can set a region for turbulence. Select turbulence, go to region, when not inside region, when not inside region, that means when the particle will be outside region. You can select rectangle, you can select cube also. Now you have to adjust the cube shape. The width of the cube will be something like this, the depth of the cube will be something like this, and the height of the cube something like this. Now when the particle will be not inside the region, that means this cube, then the particle will be affected by the turbulence. Just check, see. Just okay, we can increase the cube little bit, width, depth and height. Now if we play the file, check the okay, the turbulence is working when region mode cube, when inside, oh sorry, when inside, not inside region, when not inside region you have to select when not inside region, then only it will not affect when within this cube, the particle within this cube. Select, check the particle is going towards y-axis and there is no turbulence effect. When the particle cross this border, then the turbulence effect will affect. Check the turbulence effect is working over here, right? Now okay, okay, now we can adjust the area of this cube, adjust the area of this cube. Now select, adjust the width, adjust the height also, adjust the depth. Now back, and this is little bit okay now, right? Just increase height a bit, increase height. Okay, now the thing is ready. Now if you like, you can increase the strength, y strength, x strength as per your requirement. You can also adjust density, how much the turbulence effect will be dense for this particle. After that, this is 3D particle. You have to render it using 3D camera and 3D render process. So you have to create one 3D camera. After creating the 3D camera, you have to merge the 3D render and merge 3D. Now you have to adjust the camera. Now just, and After mask 3D, you have to create 3D, render 3D. In this render 3D, you have to select camera, you have to select rendering process also. You can use software render, you can use OpenGL. When the particle is basically style of the particle is point, you can select n-gon, you can select dog, you can select different, you can select circle, you can resize the circle. Okay, so in that case I think a point is best. To make it little bit dense, you can use X density and Y density. Now the thing is okay. Now adjust the camera, select to viewport, use Mars 3D, adjust the camera, now adjust. Now you have a rendered material. Now you can merge the output with this BG plate. Okay, right click, arrange tool, right click to grid. Okay, merge this render output on this footage. Now it will be something like this. Now if I play the file, okay, just to check, we need to decrease the density of emitter, then only we can check it faster. At the time of rendering, we can adjust the density, right? Just now play it. We can also use proxy. Okay, to spread the particle little bit more, you can adjust X strength. Okay, that will be better. Now play the file again. Okay, say for example, okay, to allow the viewers to read the particular text, you want to stay the text in the screen for at least 25 frame or 20 frame. Then in directional force, you can animate the value of strength. Say for at the very beginning, the strength is something like 0, and use set key, animate set key, and after 19 frame number 19, use the set key. At frame number 20, use the strength as 0.1, something like this. Now check what is happening. For first 20 frame there will be no changes, the particular title. After 20 frame it will blow up according to the strength of directional force, and after few frame it will blow more due to turbulence effect, right? Now after render, we can use blur to create smoke effect, and to increase the density of blur, we need to increase P millimeter density. And you can also use another technique to make it more dense. You can use merge. You can merge the blur particle twice in this merge. It will be little bit dense. You can use another merge. You can merge again. It will be more dense. Okay. You can use little bit more blur. Now the thing is that first frame the text will not be visible properly. Then you have to animate the blur value also. Just animate the blur value for the first frame, animate it, set key, just use the 0 value for blur and set key till 28th frame, 19th frame, set key, and at 28th frame change the blur size to maybe 15 or 16, something like this. Now it will be like this. It's working suddenly, right? So we can delete the key from 19th frame. Go to spline, selected, blur size, just delete this key. Then the blur option will start working from 0 frame, and gradually it will blur and it will blow up like this. Okay, just to decrease the intensity you can delete one merge. This merge is good enough. Okay, play it, just check. Okay, if we merge this value with this, then the merge will be something like this. Okay, now you can also use different option like don't use blur for this section. You can add this rendered text directly, then it will be little bit different. It will be like dust. You can also use soft glow, add tool, blur, soft glow. It will be more, or it may be more brilliant effect. Okay, you have to animate the glow also. This is little bit better. So you have different option. When you have the option to create that type of effect, then you can experiment with all these things. You can experiment with soft glow, you can experiment with blur, you can create smoke effect, you can create glowing effect. If you like to change the text color, then you have to go to p image emitter section. um, you have to go to text section, go to shading section. You can use gradient, you can use different color. Say for example I am using this color, I'm using orange with that. Okay, now if we play the file, it will be something like this. Okay, so now I like to render the file. Check when you are using soft glow just after rendering 3D, then the effect will be something like this. If you are using blur with a particular thing and merge, then if you are using blur soft glow, then it will be little bit different. You can create text like this. Okay, it's totally depends on you. Okay, now what you're looking for, you can adjust soft glow, you can adjust glow gain, you can adjust glow size, etc. to make different type of effect. Okay, glow size is important. Okay, just so. Glow size, decrease the glow size, otherwise the text will not be visible clearly. So the thing is that to adjust the color of the particular particle, in that case you have to adjust the color of text basically. Okay, so in soft glow you can adjust the glow gain. Now the text is ready. Now you can merge this text on any BG plate or video footage. Okay, now if we render the file, just if this is the final, I like to create two different render. One is just use two separate merge. These two separate channel. One looks like smoke, one looks like particle fireworks, and in that case I am using okay, fit. Now just this is little bit haze, this soft glow, just we need to add the size of soft glow, right? You can animate the soft glow also, very fast frame. You can animate the glow size, frame number 20. You can increase the glow size a bit. Okay, in that way. You can also adjust the glow size. Like this, you can change the position of keyframe like this. You can also adjust animation of soft glow for this tool also. There is no animation, right? I think blur is animated. For blur you can change the position of animation. It will be helpful. The text will be more visible. Okay, now the thing is okay. Now we just have to render both the output. Just for 150 frames. Okay, 150 or 200 frames. 200 frames. Now create to saver. Computer blog and fusion tutorial. This is say with smoke 01.mov. Connect this one, adjust the format, the compressor I am selecting Sorensen 3, the quality I am selecting around 95%, frame rate 25, it's okay. File quick time, and I am creating another saver, and this is with particle fireworks 02.mov, save format Sorensen video 3, compressor and output quality 95%. Connect this. Now both the render output setup is ready. Just file, start render 0 to 200 final, and hit on start render. Now okay, final output, the final output will be something like this. Check, I just rendered it for 4 seconds and the output is something like this. Okay, got it. And this is another file. Okay, using this tutorial you can create that type of text effect, titling effects. And just to adjust the speed of particle, you have to adjust directional force. Just to adjust the spread of particle after blowing up, you have to adjust turbulence, x, y and z strength. Obviously, just to randomize the matter, you can create fast noise. The fast noise black and white value is working like this. And you can also use different animated black and white value to make it randomize. It will not be a big issue. And if you wants that particular text will stay for at least 20-30 frames to make it visible and make it readable by the audience or viewers, then you have to animate the directional force strength till that frame. So you can do that. And I think you all like this particular tutorial. If this is helpful for you, you can write down comments, you can mail me, you can ask for different tutorial and different tips and tricks related to fusion, regarding any sort of composition, regarding any sort of tagging effects also. You can ask me by mail. Thank you. Thanks for watching.